Western Pennsylvania held a court dedication ceremony for Swin before their girls basketball game last night. And it's great to see her come back and really do a lot for the Western Pennsylvania basketball community.
Yeah, that's nice to see her come in here, and what an honor for her to have her name permanently etched on the court down there to our right. And a beautiful facility here. It's very clean, and it's older, but it's very nice. It's well lit. The court looks nice, and should be a nice night. The Red Raiders coming in. And it was funny, we were talking about talking to Coach Blackwell down at the snack bar, and what did Manny say?
Oh, Manny said to Coach Blackwell, Coach, I think you're in trouble tonight.
Yeah, Billy Dice's young son Manny, who's out there helping out as a ball boy, and cute kid, and he was giving him a hard time.
Yeah, he gave him a hard. He said, Coach, you're in trouble tonight. And Coach Blackwell responded saying, well, maybe you guys should let us win. We're trying to get into the playoffs. You guys have already clinched a spot.
Yeah.
He was a little favor tonight.
I don't think Manny was having any of that.
No, Manny was not having any of that.
No.
But I do like the old school feel every time we come down here. Just definitely historic. You look at all the banners. They actually won a WPIAL boys basketball title back in 1921 here.
Wow. Look at that.
That's 104 years ago. They won a WPIAL basketball title. I believe the WPIAL started with basketball championships around 1919. So that was one of the first years for the WPIAL basketball championships. Also won basketball titles in 1955, 1983, 1995, and 1998. And of course, they've had a lot of success in the football field as well. One of their football stars, Steve, from this past season, Kimon Spell, rushed for over 1,700 yards as a sophomore in the starting lineup tonight, averaging 5 points a game on the basketball team. But certainly a great all-around athlete, and still with 2 more years left at McKeesport, he has an opportunity to maybe make some history for himself.
Well, McKeesport, no shortage of great athletes on the football field for them over the last 15 or 20 years, and they're probably going farther back than that. I know for as long as I've been around doing games here, every time we come to McKeesport, it's you're the underdog, right? I mean, they're just stacked all the time. I mean, they're not quite maybe the notch below maybe of Bell Vernon and TJ now, but they're right up there with them. And over the years, they've been just as good as probably Bell Vernon over the long haul. But they've got athletes.
And again, it's been 25 years since Uniontown's come down here to play the McKeesport Tigers for a boys high school basketball game. Laurel Highland's been here quite a number of times. And for the Red Raiders, their first trip to McKeesport going back to at least the 2000 season, I believe. So McKeesport and Uniontown tonight should be a lot of fun. We're back for the opening tip-off right after this here on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borges Jr.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services, located on Dry Knob Road in Smithfield, is here for your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. They offer new PA and Maryland plates and West Virginia title applications. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays 10 to 8:30, Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Brian Rosak and Steve Suberg back here at McKeesport High School. The McKeesport Tigers and the Uniontown Red Raiders. Boys high school basketball action here on WMBS tonight. This game tipping at 7. The Franklin Regional Laurel Highlands game. A couple of folks asking about that on our live stream. That game will be tipping up at 7:30, and we'll have that up for you as well. The other two conference games going on tonight, Albert Gallatin at Gateway and Penn Trafford's at Greater Latrobe tonight. The Red Raiders and their away Maroons, white numbers, their bench across the court to our left. And McKeesport wearing the home whites tonight with navy blue and red trim, and their bench across the court to our right. Again, Uniontown entering play today 15-3 overall, 10-0 in the conference. McKeesport 7-11 overall, 4-6 in conference play. Grooms, Winfrey, Kellen Milsom, Isaac Ellsworth, and Cam Dugan, the starting five for Uniontown. Brian Jones, Lamont Perkins, Camone Spell, Valdez Stuvance, and Matt Sibilia, the starting five for McKeesport. Remember, Stuvance's dad, Steve, played for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yep. So they've got some little bit of athletic genes in there, and all the players. Of course, they've always had great athletes here, like we talked about in the pregame. So, you just cannot take them lightly.
Officials here tonight, Mike Shalahita, Ron Richards, and Felicia Young. She said she's not old, she's young tonight. Red Raiders ready on the court, set to go. And the McKeesport starters still coming out. Lamont Perkins being introduced. Again, he's coming off a 39-point game in his last conference game against Albert Gallatin on Friday. McKeesport also played a rare Sunday game against Eden Christian and won that game as well. So trying to reel together a couple of wins here with the playoffs starting in just over 2 weeks. Playoff pairings will be coming out in 13 days. This high school basketball season, Steve, really has flown by.
Yes, it has.
McKeesport cheerleaders getting settled in on the far side. Tigers have broken the huddle. They have the navy blue numbers and red trim around those numbers. In the center circle, Lamont Perkins jumping for McKeesport, and Kellen Milsom draws the assignment for Uniontown with Aiden Kiefer out of the lineup. Certainly a small Uniontown lineup tonight as Mike Shalahita puts it up. And the opening tap goes to the Red Raiders. Cam Dugan finds it. Try to send it over to Calvin Winfrey. Had it knocked away by Stuvance. Saved there from Ellsworth. Resets up top Milsom. Pulled back over to Calvin. Lost the dribble. He's just going to take the three from the far wing and hit it. So a nice start for Uniontown. A three from Calvin Winfrey, and Uniontown on top 3-0. And now the Tigers will work it back through center. Sibilia over to Perkins. Perkins trying to spin his way in, had it poked away. Saved there by Sibilia. Back to Perkins. Watched there by Winfrey. Holds here high on the left. Looks for some instruction there from the Tigers bench with Sibilia setting the screen. And now Sibilia has it now. He'll look to drive. Not a little head fake. Put it up. Came up short. And the offensive rebound pulled down by Camone Spell. Steven, he gets the basket to go and draws the foul in the process.
Well, he pump faked, and actually they call that on Ellsworth, I believe. Yep. And gets the bucket and the foul.
Spell's free throw, line drive free throw, no good, but the offensive rebound pulled down by Sibilia, missed on the putback. Spell getting another attempt there, pulls it over to Stuvance, back up top, Perkins. In the corner now to Brian Jones for three. A bit too strong there, and Winfrey a little tap out to Milsom. And the Red Raiders back on the basketball, leading 3-2. Quickly, Grooms firing and connecting upon a three from the near wing. So Grooms and Winfrey getting things going here for Uniontown tonight, and the Red Raiders have a 6-2 lead. See if they can stay hot like that, Steve, all night. As Sibilia tries to back his way in. That is a travel. Felicia Young right on that one. And, of course, you look at Uniontown's last game, Steve, was Isaac Ellsworth that was hot. Hit 8 threes, now has made 68 threes on the season, and he leads Pennsylvania among boys high school basketball teams with three-pointers made. He's in the corner here firing, missing there off the front of the rim. Spell had the rebound and able to keep it alive there for McKeesport. Touched by Sibilia and sent across to Brian Jones, and Jones pressured here on the near side. Ball right out of bounds, last touch by Cam Dugan going out. And will remain Uniontown's basketball. Watch out for Jones on the outside as well, Steve. We mentioned McKeesport played Eden Christian on Sunday. Jones had 25 points and made 7 threes in that game. So he certainly has the ability to hit the outside shot. Stubon's trying to work around Dugan. Bounce pass in there to Perkins. Perkins backing it on Milsom. Turns, shoots, misses. Offensive rebound spell. Missed on the putback. Another little tip out there to Jones. Resends Stubon's up top. Missed there on a 3 ball, but McKeesport getting some nice second chance opportunities. Now the Red Raiders break back, and it's Milsom with the finish on the far block. First 2 of the game. Check that. Ellsworth with a finish on the far block. First 2 of the game for Isaac Ellsworth, and Uniontown on top 8-2 here at the 5:53 mark of the first. Red Raiders have to like the start here, Steve, on the road.
Yeah, you got to like that transition move. The ball never hit the floor. Milsom threw it out to Grooms at half court, and he just catch and passed it to Milsom.
There's a travel call there on Stubon.
To Ellsworth, and the ball, he said the ball after the rebound never touched the ground.
Cam Dugan now will send it in for Uniontown. Red Raiders 8. McKeesport 2, 5:35 left here in the first. This time it is Milsom lining up the 3 and hitting it. So Milsom has a made 3. Winfrey and Grooms have 3s. Ellsworth has a 2. And Uniontown on top 11-2. Here at the 5:24 mark of the first. Almost had a steal there. Stubons keeps it alive. Over to Spell. Line drive 3 near side, no good. Sibilia picks up the offensive rebound, and he gets the basket to go and 1. And that might be the second personal there on Isaac Ellsworth.
It will be.
So Sibilia picks up his first 2 points of the game. Ellsworth with 2 quick fouls for Uniontown, and not a lot of depth on that Uniontown bench right now with Aiden Kiefer not being available tonight. Again, Kiefer got injured in Uniontown's last game against Penn Trafford on Friday. Sibilia makes the free throw to pull the Tigers back to within 6 of Uniontown at 11-5. Winfrey coming back, leaning and missing. Lamont Perkins the rebound there for the Tigers. McKeesport working right to left as we describe it. Perkins back into the forecourt, dumps to Sibilia, works here left of the lane, little ball fake, tries to come in here on Winfrey, tough shot, can get it to go, got his own rebound, scoops it back up, another miss. On the backside, once again it's Spell, sending it out to Brian Jones, and Jones missing on a 3. McKeesport getting plenty of second chance opportunities, Steve. They're just not converting, and the Red Raiders transition game burns them again. This time Notorious Grooms coming off that triple-double on Friday. Quick 2 there to put the Red Raiders on top 13-5.
Well, Ellsworth and Grooms could have had layups there. That's how much the Red Raiders got out in front there.
Sibilia missing on a quick 3. Milsom the rebound that time for Uniontown. Milsom quickly across, coming inside, pulls back of the far block, repositions. He gets another 2 to go. So Kellen Milsom with 5. Uniontown leading by 10 already at 15-5. Here at the 4:15 mark of the first. Brian Jones back for the Tigers. Little errant pass saved there by Perkins. Dumped down to Sibilia, comes wide open and puts it up and in. So Matt Sibilia with 5, and we'll get a quick timeout taken here by the Tigers. Uniontown 15, McKeesport 7. 4:04 left here in the first. We're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Tonight.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry specialize in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big result.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere. It's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
As we come back, Ellsworth, nice pass down the blocks to Anthony Sheffy. And Sheffy picks up his first 2 points of the game. Red Raiders on top 17-7. Ball deflected out of bounds here on the near boundary side, and it'll be McKeesport basketball. So Sheffy, Steve, making an impact here for Uniontown, and really have to turn to somebody with Kiefer onto the lineup. Tough to play 5 guys just the entire night. Here's a little pullback. Stuvance over to Brian Jones. Matty Bray into the lineup for the first time as well for the Tigers, wearing number 2. He's off on the far wing. Jones has it right now. Jones sending it off to Lamont Perkins. Jumper from the foul line. Good for Perkins. Coming off of that 39-point game in McKeesport's last conference game against Albert Gallatin. Those are his first 2 points of the night. 17-9, Uniontown on top. Sheffy back over to Milsom. Watched there by Perkins. Resets here to Notorious Grooms with Stuvance in his face. Near side Ellsworth passes on the 3, bounces back to Milsom. He'll fire from the near wing and hit it. So the Red Raiders, Steve, continue to be red hot from the outside. 2 made threes from Milsom. Winfrey and Grooms have one as well. 4 made threes here in the opening quarter. And as you said, a travel call there on the Tigers. Uniontown leads by 11 at 20-9. 2:46 left here in the first. And Notorious Grooms will trigger it in here from midcourt for Uniontown.
Red Raiders look very comfortable offensively.
And no worries at all. And there's Grooms again in the corner hitting another 3. So that's 8 points here in the opening quarter for Grooms. 5 made threes for Uniontown as a team. And surprise, surprise, Steve, out of those 5 made threes, Ellsworth hasn't hit one.
Yeah.
Daryl McCullough also checked in at the last whistle for McKeesport. He'll send it back here to Valdez Stuvance. Looks back to McKeesport head coach Troy Blackwell for some instructions. Stuvance now trying to work on Ellsworth. Back in the corner, high arcing 3 on the way in good. Daryl McCullough. So McCullough coming off the bench draining a 3, and it's 23-12. Uniontown on top. Winfrey got 2 deep there and was out of bounds before he tried to throw it off of Daryl McCullough. So McKeesport will get it back down 11 here at the 2:02 mark of the first.
He threw it off of McCullough. He must have been on the line when he caught the ball to throw it off of him.
Correct. That was the ruling there from Felicia Young on the baseline to our right. Stuvance sending it across there to McCullough. A little contact with Sheffy. And Sheffy will pick up the personal foul. His first, team third. Ellsworth picked up 2 quick ones for Uniontown, but he's still on the floor. 1:55 left here in the opening quarter. Brian Morozak along with Steve Suprick. Billy Dice behind the camera. Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Appreciate you joining us for a night of high school basketball action. Stuvance into Perkins. Perkins left of the lane, working here on Milsom, leaning, missing. Looking to get his own rebound back. Still loose underneath. The battle's on, and we'll get a jump ball called here. Possession arrow will go to Uniontown. Again, for you folks looking for the Laurel Highlands Franklin Regional game, they'll tip off at 7:30 tonight. Gary Frankhauser and TJ DeStefano will bring you that game here on the WMBS Facebook page. We'll join it on the radio side once our game is done. Lamont Perkins trying to work it in there to Daryl McCullough. Deflected out of bounds. Will stay with the Tigers here in the Uniontown zone. Our live video stream tonight, courtesy of Potter's Bar and Grill and Stewart Collision. Our graphic sponsor is South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott. So Stuvance in again here to Perkins. Perkins leaning in on Milsom, getting another 2 to go. So Lamont Perkins now, Steve, with 4. And the Tigers back to within 9 of Uniontown at 23-14. 1:23 left here in the opening quarter. Grooms off the screen from Sheffy. Jumper from the foul line, no good. Was halfway down and came back out. Perkins another rebound, bouncing it across to Daryl McCullough. McCullough right down Main Street. A strip going up there by Ellsworth. But the ruling is McKeesport basketball. Uniontown fans don't like that call. What did you think about it, Steve?
Well, it definitely looked like he hit it off of his the offensive player's knee, and that's what the Uniontown fans were screaming for, but the official didn't see it that way.
Inbounds pass goes in there to Brian Jones. Back on the wing again to Spell. Inside Perkins. Nice little bounce pass out to McCullough. Got blocked away there by Notorious Grooms, who picks up the loose ball forward to Winfrey. Winfrey driving on the inside. Got fouled by Perkins. That'll be Lamont's first personal foul. And the first foul committed by McKeesport as a team here with 54 seconds left in the opening quarter. And Uniontown leading by 9 at 23-14. Calvin Winfrey will shoot a pair of free throws. Winfrey 67 of 100 from the foul line so far this season, 67%. Knocks down the first of 2 free throws here. So 4 tonight for Calvin Winfrey. Uniontown leading by 10 at 24-14. Second and 2 from Calvin, good again. So 5 here in the opening quarter for Winfrey. The Uniontown lead back up to 11 at 25-14. Stuvance sends it up to Spell. Now Lamont Perkins directs traffic back to Stuvance here high on the right. Tigers down 11 with 42 seconds left in the opening quarter. Stuvance sends it over to Brian Jones, back to Stuvance again. Stuvance now driving right down the lane, will scoop it up, shot won't drop. Ball goes out of bounds. I think Milsom was the last to touch it. He was. Will stay Tigers basketball here in the Uniontown zone. And I think Rob Kesmarski getting a little warning there from Ron Richards. Stuvance. And there to Brian Jones, back up top to Perkins. Perkins spinning on the inside, floater, no good. Sheffy the rebound for Uniontown. Off to Winfrey, sent forward to Ellsworth. The play's going to get whistled down for a travel there on Isaac Ellsworth. Isaac with his arms up saying, what did I do?
Well, he didn't like the call, and that was one you'd rarely see on a catch and shoot like that, but apparently the official thought he took an extra step.
Wasn't much if he did take one.
Not a lot.
Down to 15 seconds left in the quarter. Perkins back across here for the Tigers. They're down 11. Watch there by Milsom, almost lost the handle. Perkins regains. And now Milsom with the steal. Milsom lobbing it back to Notorious Grooms. They don't finish the opening quarter with a made basket. So 10 here in the opening frame for Notorious Grooms. And Uniontown a 13-point lead over McKeesport at 27-14. We're back with a 2nd and 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Happy New Year from Thurby's Riverside Ford. New year, new deals, and new Ford vehicles.
Just announced new 2024 Ford Bronco Sport starting at just $29,795. Plus you get $750 in retail customer cash.
All new 2024 Ford Escape comes with $2,500 in Ford incentives plus $1,500 in trade assist. That's $4,000 in Ford factory incentives.
It may be cold outside, but the deals are hot.
The best-selling truck on the planet for 48 years. The all-new 2024 Ford F-150 STX and XLT come with 3.9% Ford credit financing for 60 months plus $1,000 in trade assist.
All new 2024 Ford Super Duty XLT comes with 3.9% Ford credit financing for 60 months or $2,000 in Ford factory rebates.
Stop in and see Joey, Sammy, Jimmy, or Ashley at Thurby's Riverside Ford, 1 mile past the casino at Nemacolin. Offer ends January 31st, 2025.
Back here at McKeesport High School, Brian Morozak along with Steve Super, Billy Dice behind the camera on our Facebook Live video feed, and Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Cam Dugan will send it in here for Uniontown. It's a 27-14 lead for the Red Raiders over the Tigers. Uniontown working left to right as we describe it here to start the second quarter. Winfrey over to Grooms. Inside, Milsom comes free and finishes. So Kellen Milsom, Steve, off to a good start with 10 points. Uniontown on top by 15 at 29-14.
There's good ball movement that time by the Red Raiders, finding the open man.
Here's Perkins called for the travel. He was trying to sit it out there to Brian Jones, and Jones coming out for that 25-point game against Eden Christian on Sunday is yet to score here against Uniontown. Red Raiders, 5 players in the scoring column already, led by Notorious Grooms with 10. Matt Sibilia, one of 4 McKeesport Tigers that have scored, and he has 5 points. So far, their leading scorer. Notorious, no-look feed into Cam Dugan, lost the handle. Goes right to Camone Spell, pulls it back to Stuvance. And Valdez brings it back across. Far wing over to Aaron Reeder, seeing his first action. Perkins on the bench right now for the Tigers, along with Matt Sibilia. Here's Stuvance driving, putting off the glass. Shot attempt no good. A lot of hard contact underneath. No foul call, just rolled out of bounds off of Uniontown. And Stuvance a little slow in getting up.
And McKeesport coach Troy Blackwell and some of his fans wanted a foul call that time. A lot of contact there. Surprised there wasn't a call on the Red Raiders.
Tigers get it in here. Stuvance back on the wing to Aaron Reeder. On the switch back again to Stuvance, trying to work on Dugan. Slipped, able to regain, sends it back in Reeder's direction. Comes far baseline. Fronted there by Milsom. Pulls it back again, Brian Jones. And now Reeder again. And back to Jones on the flip. Jones double team. Just bounces it back over to Reeder. Comes far baseline. Came up short on that shot. Attempt deflected out of bounds. It'll be Uniontown's basketball. The Tigers struggling against the Uniontown pressure tonight, Steve.
Good defense. Forced a tough shot That time a little up and under double clutch and came up short, and then they knocked it out of bounds. Had a chance at the rebound, but ball goes out of bounds to the Red Raiders, and they seem to be on cruise control right now.
A lot of contested shots. Tigers have had a hard time finding open looks, and from way deep, Calvin Winfrey hits a 3 there for Uniontown. So the Red Raiders now have made 6 threes and lead by 18 at 32-14 with 6:22 left before halftime. Another new entry on the McKeesport side, number 40. Actually don't have a 40 on our roster. We'll double check that at halftime. There's Milsom back up top, sending it off to Calvin Winfrey. Winfrey between defenders.
See if I can ask these kids next to me.
Had a knocked out of play there by Daryl McCullough. And the ruling is here. It'll be McKeesport basketball.
McCullough's 4. Number 40. Mackay. Okay,
Steve's trying to get an answer there on identifying number 40.
Pretty sure?
And Daryl McCullough will come on the inside. He'll lean and score there for the Tigers. So McCullough now with 5 on the McKeesport side. Uniontown's doubled up the Tigers now at 32-16 with 5:48.
Did I miss a basket?
Halftime. Yeah, Daryl McCullough with 2 there for McKeesport.
Thanks. That's their first 2 of this quarter.
How'd you complete the assignment as
yes,
Grooms completes
Grooms.
A jumper there from the far elbow?
Well, as far as we can tell, that's Mackay Daniels.
To Daniels, we had 34.
I know. Well, that's
we're in 40 then.
That's what we're going to go with.
Okay. And Daniels just throws it away right to Cam Dugan. Dugan coming back on a 2-on-1. Will send it off to his right to Notorious Grooms, and Grooms with another finish. He has 14. It's 36-16. Uniontown over McKeesport, and Winfrey almost another steal there on Sibilia. The Red Raiders dominating here once again. Uniontown coming in 10-0 in the conference, 15-3 overall. Looking to go to 11-0 in conference play tonight. Sibilia trying to work in here on Milsom. Sends it back into the corner to Aaron Reeder. Reeder coming far baseline on Dugan. Back into the corner, Brian Jones for 3. It's an air ball. Reeder, they're able to keep it alive. Up top to Sibilia. Sibilia spinning, lost the dribble, floats it up and in though. So Matt Sibilia with 7 for the Tigers. 36-18 Uniontown. 4:50 left before halftime. Been a tough night so far for McKeesport. Milsom, foul line, Winfrey, back to Grooms. Kicking into the corner, Ellsworth contested 3. Thought he was fouled, and now a late call there from Felicia Young.
He was definitely fouled. Surprised the official down below there didn't call it, but
we get posted now on Daryl McCollins and Isaac Ellsworth to the free throw line to shoot 3 for Uniontown. Ellsworth coming in 83% from the free throw line, 35 of 42. It makes the first of 2 here. Uniontown now 3 of 3 as a team from the free throw line so far in this game. Second of 3 check that from Ellsworth, good. So 4 points for Isaac Ellsworth. The Uniontown lead back up to 20 at 38-18. Again, for you folks waiting on the Laurel Highlands Franklin Regional game tonight, it'll tip at 7:30 as Ellsworth perfect there at the free throw line. Steve hitting all 3 free throws, and the Uniontown lead back up to 21 at 39-18. Aaron Reeder now double team. Sending it off there to Mackay Daniels. Daniels up top, 3 Red Raiders around him. Frees it back over to Reeder. Takes about a 7-footer baseline near side. It spins out. And Calvin Winfrey, the rebound there for Uniontown. Winfrey back across, tried a no-look pass there to Milsom. Got intercepted, but thrown right back to Sheffy, who leans and misses. Ball loose underneath, and Sibilia pulls down the rebound there for McKeesport. Sibilia watching his backside there with Notorious behind him. Over to Daniels. Bouncing back Sibilia, trying to work here on Sheffy. Little ball fake, leans and draws the foul. So Matt Sibilia will head back to the free throw line for McKeesport. Tigers trail the Red Raiders by 21 at 39-18. 3:55 left before halftime. Sibilia, 1 for 1 so far from the free throw line tonight. Make it 2 for 2. Makes his first of 2 there. Uniontown back at home on Friday hosting Gateway. We'll also have coverage of Laurel Highlands and Albert Gallatin for you on Friday night as well. That'll be our next C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night. Second of 2 free throws good for Matt Sibilia. So Sibilia with 9. And we have a timeout, full timeout, 3:55 left before halftime, 39-20. Uniontown over McKeesport. We're back in 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Hello, folks. Joe Walk is here, the proud owner of Dome's Lawn Care, LLC, since 2021. We're family-owned and family-ran, so when it comes to finances, we understand. We're small enough to care, big enough to make a difference. So give us a call this spring for all your lawn care needs at 724-570-1224. We would be proud to have you as our customer. Again, that's Dome's Lawn Care at 724-570-1224.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated approximately 300 civil and criminal trials, some of which aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer, 724-425-1162, or email tommyschaefer@hotmail.com.
Uniontown a 39-20 lead over McKeesport. Coming back after the Tigers timeout. Uniontown working left to right as we described it. Calvin Winfrey brings it back across. Watched there by Lamont Perkins. Winfrey now backing off, working here high on the right. Sends it off to Cam Dugan, and Dugan will take a three from the far wing and hit it. So everybody hot from the outside again tonight, Steve, for Uniontown. First points of the game for Dugan come from outside the three-point arc.
Yeah, it's like they're in practice, just having a good time shooting it around.
Guys can't miss right now, but Stubance misses there from the outside. Home run ball, Winfrey. Down to Notorious Grooms, pulls back Milsom near wing for three. No good there. Stubance another rebound. Uniontown lead at 22 right now at 42-20. 3:10 left before halftime. Aaron Reeder bouncing at baseline to Sibilia. Contact down low and a charge call there. Sibilia initiating the contact on Kellen Milsom.
Bang, bang play. Could have went either way. And they call the charge on Sibilia, and that'll be his first.
Sibilia leading the way in the points department for the Tigers with 9 so far. Not sure what's going on here. Thought might get a late.
The official thought Dugan was running down the side of the court. He thought he was a sub coming in the game, but he was already in the game.
And nobody was at the scorer's table. Dugan's going to look for another three here. This one rattles out. Stubance the rebound from McKeesport. Valdez bouncing it forward to Brian Jones. Jones will fire from the near wing. Too strong on that three. Backside Reeder going for the rebound. Keeps it alive over to Sibilia. Sibilia resetting to Aaron Reeder again. Fronted there by Notorious Grooms in front of the Uniontown bench. Over to Perkins, right of the lane. Pulls back to Sibilia, who drains the three. So the big guy showing range there, Steve. Matt Sibilia. 7 here in the second, 12 for the game. Tigers back to within 19 of Uniontown at 42-23. But a quick answer back on a floater in the lane from Calvin Winfrey, who has 10. Uniontown by 21 now at 44-23. Lamont Perkins pulling it back to Sibilia. Uniontown fans wanted to walk. They didn't get it. Perkins, good bounce pass into Reeder, but he had it poked away. In transition, Dugan forward. Ellsworth with a finish. Isaac Ellsworth, 5 here in the second, 7 for the game. Doesn't have a made three yet, but still getting it done on the floor. 46-23. Red Raiders again have doubled up the Tigers. That ball deflected out of bounds off of Uniontown and out. We'll stay with McKeesport in the Red Raiders zone. 1:56 left before halftime. Back in for the Tigers, football star Kamon Spell, who rushed for over 1,700 yards for the Tigers, who fell in the WPIAL title game this past fall. Stubance working here, edge of the zone. Over to Sibilia, watched there by Calvin Winfrey. Sibilia slipping. Contact, we're getting a foul there on Winfrey.
Appears to be.
That will be the call. Calvin Winfrey picking up his first personal. Uniontown had 2 quick fouls on Isaac Ellsworth early. Hasn't had one since. He's done a good job making sure not to pick up his third here, Steve, in the first half. Stubance off the inbounds pass. Sends it in high on the right there to Brian Jones.
Well, when you're up 46-23, I don't think Coach is too concerned over it.
He's not sweating the fouls right now. Perkins out in front. Nice little make there over Milsom. Perkins with 6, 46-25 Uniontown. Dugan back on the other side, trying to no-look pass, but it went right to Perkins. He'll send it off to Stubance. Stubance now across over to Sibilia, top of the key. Sibilia far side, Brian Jones open look for a three, and the line drive halfway down, rattled out. Offensive rebound, Camone Spell. Looked like he just fumbled it out of bounds, but the official saying it went off of Uniontown going out. Red Raider fans don't like that call again.
Well, the Raiders didn't like the call, but Ellsworth stuck his hand in there, and that might have been why the ball went out of bounds. But again, 46-25, not too much to worry about if you're a Red Raider fan.
Perkins out to Sibilia. This three no good. Kellen Milsom, another rebound there for Uniontown. Milsom back across. Handoff to Winfrey with another finish. Winfrey 7 here in the second, 12 for the game. 48-25 Uniontown, 48 seconds left before halftime. Another deflection away there. Ellsworth forcing that turnover into the hands of Grooms. Forward to Milsom, leaning in on Stubance, and a blocking foul. They're on Stubance. The Red Raiders getting the basket and one from Milsom. And the McKeesport fans don't like that call. Steve, it had a lot of that back and forth tonight.
Yeah.
Red Raiders who scored 100 in their last game, halfway there again tonight, Steve, with 50.
And they're getting close to the running clock in the second half, aren't they?
At 25 right now. It seems like every time you look up, Uniontown's doubled up McKeesport tonight, and we see it there again at 50-25. 39 seconds left before halftime. And Kellen Milsom at the free throw line, trying to convert the three-point play with a made free throw. It's on the way in good. So Milsom with 13 in the first half. Uniontown's had 6 players score in this game so far. Lead by 26. Sibilia trapped. Gets help there from Stuvance. He'll reset here high on the right. Watched by Dugan. Now a little touch foul called on Cam Dugan. That'll be his first. Third team foul of the second quarter on the Red Raiders. It'll be Camone Spell to trigger it in. He'll lob it into the backcourt there to Stuvance. Working back around Dugan. Stuvance left of the lane. Hands it out to Lamont. Perkins takes a little fadeaway baseline near side. Good, he was feeling that shot. Perkins 4 here in the second, 8 for the game. 51-27 Uniontown. And now Dugan back on the other side over to Winfrey, driving, putting it off the glass and in. Calvin Winfrey. And that will end the second quarter as we head to halftime. Uniontown on top, 53-27. Stay tuned for our halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. Comes your way next year on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pump for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joe B's Golf. That's where. Joe B's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Basin Boulevard. Joe B's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station that has been serving the Uniontown area for 50 years. Joe B's Golf offers lockout services, a fenced-in storage lot, and it's a AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out, the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports team and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing head coach Rob Kesmarski and the Uniontown boys basketball team a great season.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services, located on Dry Knob Road in Smithfield, is here for your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. They offer new PA and Maryland plates and West Virginia title applications. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and all surrounding areas. Open weekdays 10 to 8:30, Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Prime Roseneck and Steve Super back here in our halftime show, being brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. Uniontown with a 53-27 lead over the McKeesport Tigers. Steve, is your halftime stats. They're being brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County.
Okay, thanks, Brian. For McKeesport, McCullough with 5 points, Perkins with 8, Spell with 2, and Sibilia with 12. They had 10 in the first, 17 in the second, 27 at the half. Red Raiders, pretty good output from everybody. Grooms with 12, Winfrey 14, Milsom with 13, Ellsworth with 7, Sheffy 2, and Dugan with 3. They scored 27 in the first, 26 in the third for a 53-27 halftime lead.
Certainly a nice start for Uniontown. The Franklin Regional Laurel Highlands game just underway. You can watch that game as well on the WNBS Facebook page. You folks on the radio side, we'll get you out there as soon as our game wraps up tonight. Uniontown back in action coming up on Friday, hosting Gateway. We'll have that game for you, along with the Laurel Highlands Albert Gallatin game. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show will start at 6:40, and both games will tip off at 7:30 on Friday night here on WNBS. Again, here tonight, it's Uniontown 53, McKeesport 27 at halftime. Second half comes your way next here on WNBS, Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Whether you're buying or selling a home, Jeff Dennis of RE/MAX Select Realty is your local realtor of choice. Jeff and his team are proud members of our community and have the skills, knowledge, and ability to meet your needs. Call them today at 724-933-6300, extension 903, or visit them in person at 542 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. And remember to follow Jeff Dennis' team RE/MAX Select Realty on Facebook today.
Peach Pharmacy has moved to the lower level of the Health First Medical Center building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville and is now Farmana Pharmacy. Farmana Pharmacy offers free prescription delivery to Uniontown, Connellsville, and all over the area 5 days a week. When you call Farmana Pharmacy, you'll never talk to machines. You'll have real friendly people ready to help you. Phone 724-626-9600 for the new Farmana Pharmacy, formerly Peach Pharmacy, now located at the Health First Medical Building on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville near the Fayette County Fairgrounds.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Hi, I'm attorney Trip Radcliffe of Radcliffe Martin Law. As a senior partner, I've been in the profession for over 40 years. During that time, it's been our privilege to represent clients seriously injured in all types of accidents. We pride ourselves on being able to locate insurance coverage or find claims that others may miss. Give us a call today and let us see if we can help you. Radcliffe Martin Law, 724-439-3939.
Brian Rozak and Steve Stewart back here at McKeesport High School, 53-27. The Uniontown Red Raiders leading the McKeesport Tigers. Still about 2 minutes until the third quarter gets underway. We'll step aside for a quick 90-second timeout. We'll be back with the second half. McKeesport and Uniontown here on WMBS.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. Uniontown Dental Associates, led by Doctors Jonathan Krisner, Jennifer Hard, Jocelyn Belitsky, and Dr. Kareem Shahama, offers a full range of dental services. Same-day crowns are a convenient solution for those needing immediate care, and one of the many services they offer. Whether you need clear aligners to discreetly straighten teeth, a permanent fix for missing teeth with implants or restorative options, they have you covered. Visit them at 7829 National Pike or phone 724-438-0241 to schedule your appointment. Experience top quality care with a personal touch. Uniontown Dental Associates, where your smile is their priority. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season.
Back now, ready to start the third quarter. The Uniontown Red Raiders, a 53-27 lead over the McKeesport Tigers. Brian Morozak along with Steve Stewart, Billy Dice behind the camera. Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Laura Highland's off to a nice start tonight over Franklin Regional as well, leading the Panthers by an 11-5 score, 4 minutes in. And again, we'll join that game on the radio side as soon as our game wraps up. Our live video stream tonight, courtesy Potter's Bar and Grill and Stewart Collision. Our graphic sponsor tonight is South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott. And the Red Raiders, Steve, just about 4 points away from enacting a continuous clock here in the second half. Up 26 right now. As Lamont Perkins sends it in about as Stuvance. Tigers working left to right as we describe it. Here to start the third quarter, almost a turnover. Now Stuvance pressure there by Milsom. Ball comes loose and Valdez able to keep it alive. Over to Lamont Perkins. High feed, down low, brought down by Camone Spell. He had to reject it away underneath by Calvin Winfrey. Will stay McKeesport basketball here in the Uniontown zone.
A little helter-skelter there, and the Red Raiders almost got a turnover at midcourt. Dugan tipped it away, and they got another tip, and then they get a chance for a layup, and Winfrey made a nice block.
Stuvance in here to Perkins. Bounced off on the near elbow. Now to Sibilia trying to work his way in. Nothing there. Will pull it back to Lamont in traffic. Lost the handle. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Uniontown going out, and it remains McKeesport basketball. You're right, Steve. That is a very, very nice sweater hoodie being worn there by Coach Blackwell.
Yeah.
Impressive as Perkins drives and scores. Perkins in double figures with 10 on the McKeesport side. 53-29 Uniontown. The lead at 24 with 7:22 left here in the third. And Notorious Grooms back across here for the Red Raiders. Torrey switching there with Calvin. Calvin here in the near block. Pulling it back over to Isaac Ellsworth. Now Kellen Milsom. Milsom coming down the lane. A little spin move off the glass and in for Kellen Milsom. That's 15 for Milsom. 55-29. The Uniontown lead back up to 26 as we go under 7 minutes left here in the third. Sibilia double team. Sends it off to his left. A little touch there from Jones. Back out to Stuvance for a three. Miss there off the side of the rim. Milsom the rebound. Look out here. Forward to Notorious Grooms. And Notorious laying it up and in. Steve, that'll give him 16 points for the game.
2 points away from the continuous clock.
57-29, 6:30 left here in the third. Sevilla switching back there with Perkins. Sevilla setting a screen, hard screen there on Milsom, and Sevilla will get it back down low, little ball fake. And Sevilla getting fouled underneath. He'll head back to the free throw line. He's been McKeesport's leading scorer so far tonight with 12 points.
Scrappy, tough, hard-nosed player.
They got Notorious on the foul there. His first, team first of the third quarter. And Sevilla, who's 3 for 3 so far from the free throw line for McKeesport in this game. First of 2 here on the way in good. Sevilla, good-looking player, Steve. 6'3" junior forward. Came in averaging 8 points and 10 rebounds a game. And had 15 on Sunday against Eden Christian. Second of 2 here on the way in good again for Matt Sevilla.
Is he a football player also?
I would assume so by his frame. Maybe tight end.
Tight end, right tackle.
We didn't have the Tigers on our football schedule this year. So didn't get a chance to see them in action as Winfrey drives the far baseline and lays it up and in. So 16 for Calvin Winfrey. 59-31 Uniontown with 5:57 left in the third. Stuvance working the far boundary, deflected there by Notorious Grooms. 4 to Calvin Winfrey. This will put you your 30-point mark there, Steve, as Winfrey lays that one up and in to give him 18. And we'll have a continuous clock the rest of the way with Uniontown up 61-31. They pretty much made it look easy most of the night, Steve, even though it's been a scrappy game. Perkins back in the corner. Brian Jones hitting his first 3 of the night. In fact, his first points of the game coming from outside the 3-point arc. 61-34 Uniontown. And the Red Raiders won the first meeting between these two teams, 75-36, back on January the 2nd. Winfrey handing off underneath Milsom in traffic, miss there. Milsom trying to get it back, does so. Kicks it out on the wing off with a deflection over to Notorious. No look feed down to Milsom. Too easy there. He'll lay it up and in. And Uniontown will take a timeout. 5:02 left here in the third. 63-34 Red Raiders. We're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. But it's best in Fayette for auto body repair. Family owned and operated for 61 years, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They'll blueprint your vehicle for repair and work with your insurance company. With their environmentally friendly, waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's their goal to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way. To bring your vehicle over to Silva, call 724-437-2351. Now, Ted Silva proudly introduces his new company, Target Safety Solutions, Atlas Road in Hopwood, providing vehicle alignments, calibrations, minor mechanical repairs, state inspections, including trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Safety, our target, your solution. Check out their website at TargetSafetySolutionsLLC.com. Ted Silva, proud to support local high school sports.
Back here at McKeesport High School, all Uniontown Red Raiders leading it by 29 at 63-34, 4:52 left in the third. Laurel Highlands a 13-7 lead over Franklin Regional after one quarter of play. That game streaming live on our Facebook page for you folks on the radio, so that will get you out there as soon as our game wraps up, as Daryl McCullough gets a quick 2 there for the Tigers to make it 63-36. 4:35 left in the third quarter. We'll get a little bump foul called there on McCullough, making contact with Calvin Winfrey. He'll be on the floor, so the Red Raiders won't shoot, and the clock continues to roll. Steve, down to 4:24 left in the third. And Notorious Grooms will send it in here for the Red Raiders.
You get home to watch the Penguins. Are the Penguins on tonight?
They are not on tonight. They play tomorrow against Utah. They lost a tough 2-1 game to the San Jose Sharks yesterday. That game didn't start till 10:30. Here's Winfrey scooping it up. Shot won't drop. Ball loose underneath. Notorious finds it to keep it alive. Back to Cam Dugan. Over to Milsom on the near wing. And now Milsom will hop step. Hand off far block. Winfrey is there for the finish. So Calvin Winfrey, 6 here in the third, 20 for the game. 65-36 Uniontown with 3:44 left here in the third. Red Raiders again have spread around the scoring tonight. Brian Jones for 3, misses there on the McKeesport side. Spell the rebound, had deflected away. And here's Cam Dugan coming back uncontested. He'll lay it up and in. So Cam Dugan now with 5, hit a 3-pointer back in the second quarter. And a quick whistle here off the inbounds pass. Got a foul on Notorious Grooms. Be his second team foul against the Red Raiders here in the third quarter. So Gianni Grace into the game, only a freshman on the McKeesport side. He'll send it in to Aaron Reeder.
Saw him in the JV game. He hit a couple of nice threes. Sure he'll launch one up.
Matty Bray also in there. I haven't seen a lot of Matty. He came in averaging 9 points off the McKeesport bench. 6'4" junior forward seeing some action.
I'm surprised the Red Raiders haven't taken some of the starters out yet.
2:39 left here in the third.
On a running clock.
Yes, correct. Up top, three on the way and good. Aaron Reeder. His first points of the game. McKeesport getting some threes here from Jones and Reeder in the third quarter. 67-39. Uniontown, 2:20 left in the third. Winfrey up top. Over to Ellsworth in front of the Uniontown bench. Pulls it back. Sheffy a touch. Foul and extended on the right. Back to Ellsworth. Hasn't hit a three tonight. Missed there. Sheffy the offensive rebound and poked away there by Aaron Reeder. And Reeder back on. I think they'll get Sheffy for a little reach in. His second personal. Third team foul against the Red Raiders here in the third quarter. Uniontown up 28 right now. And Aaron Reeder set to trigger it back in. And the officials talking to one of the fans in there, looks like, Steve. On the Uniontown side. Not sure what that was all about.
I don't know, but the
clock's still running, though.
Still running.
28-point lead. Can't get too upset about the officials on either side tonight. Missed there from Daryl McCullough. Sheffy the rebound for Uniontown. Off to Milsom, across to Winfrey in the corner to Grooms. High arcing three, good for Notorious Grooms. Well, he's having a nice game, Steve, coming off that triple-double against Penn Trafford on Friday. 19 already tonight, 70-39. 31-point lead for Uniontown with 1:05 left in the third. Yesterday, Steve, Tony and I worked the Geibel girls game against Avella's. Notorious Grooms with a steal here for Uniontown. He put it off the glass. Winfrey couldn't finish off the feed. I'll try to reset here to Isaac Ellsworth, and a travel call there on Isaac. I was going to mention we saw a triple-double in that game as well. Mallory Clemmer had a triple-double for Geibel, had double-digit blocks in the game, 11 blocks for Clemmer last night. Good-looking player, only a freshman for the Geibel Gators. Her mother, of course, Lauren George, star golfer back in her day. Her dad, Sean, principal in the Brownsville School District. Floater good there from Aaron Reeder. We see them at a lot of Uniontown games as well. Reeder with 5. 8 seconds left here in the third quarter. Uniontown leads by 29. Ellsworth hitting a three. So he's not going to get blanked tonight, Steve, on the threes. Makes one there. He has 10 for the game, and Uniontown up 73-41 after 3. And we're back with a 4th and 60 here in the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Two Brothers Tree and Stump Service is your local, fully insured, expert tree removal and advanced tree trimming service based right in Uniontown. Brothers Jared and Justin Gibson and their team bring more than 2 decades combined experience to stump and tree removal, but also provide general clearing services and some landscaping services too. So whatever your outdoor needs are, Two Brothers is ready to help you today with customizable plans and a commitment to getting the job done right. Call them today, 724-415-9183.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Brian Morozak and Steve Superpack here at McKeesport High School. Uniontown a 73-41 lead here for the McKeesport Tigers. And Steve Morrow Highlands off to a good start tonight over Franklin Regional, up 19-9 over the Panthers, as Notorious Grooms adds another 2 to his point total to give him 23 points for the game. 75-41 Uniontown. 7:38 left here in the fourth. 3-ball and air ball there from Grace. Red Raiders back in transition, and Notorious Grooms takes it back inside for another quick 2. Notorious with 25. Starter still out there, Steve.
I don't understand it, to be honest with you.
But 36. Grooms forward to Milsom. And Milsom another made layup there. Give him 19.
Really, I don't know. I don't get it.
Here's Aaron Reeder. Back into the corner. Good ball movement there from Grace. Back to Reeder. Couldn't finish there. Notorious. Another rebound. Torrey back across on the far side. Got to pull it out on the wing. Deflected out of play by Matty Bray. Will stay Uniontown basketball. 6:47 left on a running clock here in the fourth quarter. Again, Uniontown back in action Friday against the Gateway Gators at home. 7:30 tip. We're on the air around 6:40 with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Also coverage of Albert Gallatin and Laurel Highlands. Both of those two schools trying to stay mathematically alive for a playoff spot as Notorious misses a floater there in the lane. McKeesport will travel to Penn Trafford in a game that could decide a playoff spot as well. And here comes the second team in for Uniontown. You got Trevor Uphold. Cam Dugan actually started tonight. Donovan Coffey, Nolan Baker, and Gary Smitley in. He closed the books there on Grooms, Winfrey, Milsom, and Ellsworth. 6 minutes left here in the fourth. 79-41 Uniontown. Bray into the corner to Grace down low, and getting fouled on the cut there was Malachi Okoski. First time we've seen Malachi in the game. 6'1" sophomore forward on the McKeesport side, and he'll get a pair of free throws.
He looks like he could be a football player.
Yes. A lot of these guys look like they're probably on the McKeesport football team. First of two free throws here from Malachi, come up short. Now Malachi for a second of two. On the way, and good from Malachi Okoski. So Okoski gets into the scoring column. Cam Dugan back across here for Uniontown. That's going to be a travel on the Red Raiders. Donovan Coffey. The Laurel Highlands Franklin Regional game, by the way, still 4:27 left there in the second quarter. Mustangs up 9 at 20-11. And down low, you have Okoski pulling it off there. The baseline floater from Reeder, no good. Cam Dugan the rebound. Bouncing it ahead to Nolan Baker, and Baker losing the handle out of bounds in the McKeesport basketball. Did you happen to hear us mention earlier Steve Rodney Gallagher joining the coaching staff here late in the season at Laurel Highlands as an assistant coach?
Yeah, good.
He's the Mustangs' all-time leading scorer. And Notorious Grooms continues to creep up on the Uniontown all-time scoring list as well. 25 points here tonight, inside of 200 behind Terrence Vaughns, who has the all-time Uniontown scoring mark. Torrey number 2, and that ball out of bounds off of Lamont Perkins, who the Red Raiders have held in check tonight. Perkins just 7 points, had 13 against the Red Raiders. The two schools met earlier on this month. But again, he came off a season high in their last conference game against Albert Gallatin when he poured in 39. Peyton Fitzgerald in the game right now, long two up top. It's an air ball. Unable to make the save there was Leonard Tucker. Ball goes out of bounds back over to McKeesport. Approaching the 4-minute mark of this fourth quarter. Valdez Stubant's back across. Near wing feed Reeder. Those two play catch. Reeder has it again. He'll fire the three and hit it. It's Aaron Reeder. 8 points all here in the second half, including two made threes. 79-45 Uniontown. Uphold double teamed. Touch there from Baker. Down low to Tucker out in front. Put it high off the glass. Shot one drop. Lamont Perkins. The rebound there from McKeesport. Off to Stuvance and across. Near corner Reeder. Back to Stuvance. Inside there to Sibilia. And a foul called here on the Red Raiders. Be just the second foul of the fourth quarter on Uniontown, and going on Leonard Tucker. His first. I'd like to see the Mustangs get a win tonight, Steve, as much as they've battled all season. So many close calls. Missed three from the outside there from Sibilia. Foul called off the rebound. Will go on the Tigers. He get posted on Aaron Reeder. His first and the first foul of the fourth quarter on McKeesport. Here's Fitzgerald double team. He'll lose it out of bounds. It'll be McKeesport basketball. Down to 2:37 left in the fourth. So as soon as our game wraps up, we'll take a break. If you folks on the video side, you'll hear our complete game recap. Our post-game show being brought to you by Farmana Pharmacy, formerly Peachin Pharmacy, now in the Health First Medical Building. Hour 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville. As busting a three there is Stewart on the McKeesport set. His first points of the night, Steve.
Yeah, I'm looking for his name on the score column. I don't see him.
Missed there from Trevor Uphold.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, that's his first points of the game. Wow.
That ball goes out of bounds here on the near side. And saying earlier before the made three from Stewart. For folks on the radio side, you'll hear our complete recap after the Laurel Highlands Franklin Regional game wraps up. But for you folks on the radio side, I want to get you out there as quickly as we can after this game ends. So Stewart for three, top of the key. It's another one. Kind of too little too late now, Steve.
Yep.
Stewart 6 here in the fourth, two made threes.
Good looking shot though.
Yep. 79-51, 133 left. Leonard Tucker, the big guy for three, came up short. Lamont Perkins, the rebound off to Reeder, across down the court. Koski coming free, and he'll get into the scoring column. Actually into the scoring column for the second time. Had a free throw earlier, his first field goal, so he has 3 points. That one deflected out of play with 1:15 left on a running clock.
Wow.
And the Red Raiders will go to 11-0 in conference play. Tigers dropped to 7-12 overall and 4-7 in the conference. Baker missing there on a three. Sibilia the rebound off to Stewart's final minute of the fourth quarter. And a quick game, Steve. Time of the game will be just over an hour tonight.
Yeah.
Rebound pulled down there by Smitley. Off to Trevor Uphold. 40 seconds left in the fourth. Baker up top. Missed three ball. Offensive rebound brought down. Another miss there from Smitley and hard contact. They're off the rebound. Don't want to see things getting chippy here in the final 30 seconds of a 79-53 game.
A little hard foul by Smitley.
Yeah.
He needs to be careful.
We'll see him on the diamond in a couple of months as well. One of the stars of the Uniontown baseball team.
See, what position does he play?
Catcher.
Catcher.
Here's Perkins back across.
If I remember, he was a pretty good hitter, wasn't he?
Yes, he is. He had a key home run, I think, in one of the games that shattered a windshield last year.
Yeah.
Down to 3, down to 2, down to 1, and that'll do it. Last shot from Nolan Baker comes up short. Your final score, 79-53. The Uniontown Red Raiders with a win over the McKeesport Tigers tonight. You folks on the radio side, our Farmana Pharmacy post-game show will come your way after the Laurel Highlands game tonight against Franklin Regional. Stay tuned for you folks on the video side. You'll have it coming your way in just a couple of moments. 79-53, Uniontown over McKeesport. Recap the final numbers for you on the video side in just a moment here on WMBS.
Chris Barker Jr. It's a new year. Snow's coming down and prices keep going up.
Not here at Autoland. The new year is the time to get a new car and fantastic new incentives. Go in the snow and everywhere else too with the new 2024 Hyundai Santa Fe with over 5.
Hey, guys there?
Yeah, we're ready.
All right. Whenever you're ready, I'm rolling.
Brian Rozak and Steve Stewart back here at McKeesport High School, where the Uniontown Red Raiders have knocked out the McKeesport Tigers 79-53 tonight. Our post-game show being brought to you by Farmana Pharmacy, formerly Peachin Pharmacy, now in the Health First Medical Building, on Route 119 between Uniontown and Connellsville. Steve, as your final stats, they're brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County.
Okay, for McKeesport, Jones finishes with 3 points, Reeder with 8, McCullough with 9, Perkins just 10 tonight, coming in averaging 19 a game. Spell with 2, Ogoski with 3, Stuvance with 6, and Sabella with 14. They had 10 in the first, 17 in the second, 14 in the third, 12 in the fourth, 53 for the ball game. For the Red Raiders, Grooms led the way for the Red Raiders with 23 points, Winfrey with 20, Milsom 19, Ellsworth with 10, Sheffy 2, and Dugan with 5. They scored 27 in the first, 26 in the third, 20 in the 26 in the second, 20 in the third, and just 6th in the fourth, but a running clock with mostly of the younger kids in the games for a 79-53. Pretty easy cruising-like victory for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, Uniontown was on top early on, 27-14 after one quarter of play, 53-27 at halftime, and really cruised in the second half as well, enacted the continuous clock early on in the third quarter, and ended up pulling away for a 79-53 win tonight. Time now to pick our player of the game, being brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott, working hard for the residents of South Union Township. And we'll give it to Notorious Grooms tonight, Steve, with 25 points, coming off of that triple-double against Penn Trafford on Friday on his quest to become Uniontown's all-time leading scorer. Didn't slow down at all tonight with 25 on the board.
Yeah, that's a pretty good night for Grooms. Very unselfish as well. Probably could have had a few more, but he gave up the ball a couple times for some layups for Milsom, a couple times when Milsom was wide open. But just a good all-around effort for the Red Raiders with a lot of unselfish play. And Grooms was the best of the best tonight for the Red Raiders.
Uniontown wins at 79-53. For folks on the radio side, back with one final segment in just a moment here on WMBS. Brian Morozak and Steve Subert back one final time from McKeesport High School. The Uniontown Red Raiders were knocked off the McKeesport Tigers by a score of 79-53 tonight. Again, McKeesport back in action on Friday. They'll travel to Penn Trafford to take on the Warriors. Uniontown back at home on Friday night to take on the Gateway Gators. 7:30 tip. We'll have it for you here on WMBS along with the Laurel Highlands Albert Gallatin game. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show will start at 6:40. And Steve, you look at Uniontown's remaining schedule. Gateway at home coming up on Friday, Laurel Highlands next Tuesday, and then the final regular season game a week from Friday against Franklin Regional. Uniontown, a great chance right now to go 14-0 in the conference.
Well, you would think so, right? I mean, it's all setting up that way. And, just want to keep guys healthy, keep them in a rhythm, keep them shooting like they are, keep them in the gym, keep them playing. Like I said, the only problem with some of these games, and I know we were kind of questioning Coach, keeping those starters in as long as he did. But, you got to let the kids play a little bit.
You do need minutes for them.
You need minutes just for the stamina. Game minutes are a little different than practice. You can run as hard as you want in practice, but it just doesn't simulate the game action. So
correct.
So they got their legs about them. And, of course, with those, with a big lead like that, and then, of course, the games get a little sloppy and the energy level goes down. So that's probably when he senses that and gets them out of there. But, things are setting up well for the final stretch, and just wait for those playoffs to come around. You're going to be in the playoffs, and you're going to be favored probably the first couple games, and you got to see if you can make a run.
Steve, enjoyed it as always. I'll actually see you on Saturday for the Guy Bowl Greensburg-Salem game. You'll be with Gary on Friday night for Laurel Highlands and Albert Gallatin. I'll have the Gateway Uniontown game. I'm sure you guys will probably have a competitive game over there in York Run on Friday.
Well, let's hope so.
Again, for Steve Subert, Billy Dice behind the camera, and Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios with Brian Morozak. Have yourselves a pleasant good evening, and thanks to our video stream sponsors tonight, Potter's Bar and Grill and Stewart Collision, and our video graphics sponsor tonight, South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott. Uniontown a 79-53 win over the McKeesport Tigers. So long, everybody, from Swin Cash Court at Nene Campbell Gymnasium in McKeesport, Pennsylvania.